Welcome to another episode of Strategies for the Workplace podcast. Today we're going to talk about getting multiple bids. And just a reminder that there's a new website, strategiesfortheworkplace.com, with all manner of information about books and other things. So let's get to it. Getting multiple bids. Before contracting with someone or an organization to do a piece of work, it's prudent to get a concrete proposal or estimate. This approach works in the business world and in your personal life, say for getting your car insured or fixed, planning a home improvement project, undergoing a medical procedure, and so on. You may wonder, how many bids should I solicit? After all, each bid takes time. You need to identify the provider, express your requirements, and evaluate the provider's response. In general, there is a lot of benefit to 2 bids over 1. A third bid may be worthwhile too, and 3 bids is quite common business practice. Additional bids may make sense, but often provide diminishing value in terms of helping you select a provider. The point is to get more than 1 bid and keep soliciting until you feel you have a good sense of what the market is offering. Let's discuss how to apply this. The first step in getting something done for you is to be clear about your goals. You may find that the process of defining your requirements helps you sharpen your thinking as to what you really want. How bids are described, solicited, and evaluated may be subject to regulations or company policy, so check about the rules before proceeding. In general, the larger the organization, the larger the project, the more your organization is subject to regulation and more scrutiny around bidding. By the way, asking for a formal bid is called a request for proposal, or RFP. Asking for information only is called a request for information, or RFI. Let's think through a scenario. Say a vendor offers what you want for $1,000. Maybe this is more than you expected, or less, or you may have had no idea what to expect. With only 1 bid, you don't know if you are being charged too much, so you get a second bid. If the second bid is about the same, say $950, you might conclude that the market sets this work at about the average of the 2 offers, and you can pick whichever you like. No need to look for further bids. If the second bid is quite different, say $1,500 or $500, you might wonder why such a big difference. Maybe the one vendor is charging a lot because she thinks you have plenty of funds to spare. Maybe she doesn't really want to do the work and figures if she bids high and wins, fine, and if she loses, no problem. Maybe the low-cost vendor uses inferior materials or is trying to get into the market with a low-margin bid. The point is that you may not know enough, in which case get a third bid or even a fourth. At some point, the bids should cluster around a common value, with possible outliers. Before going with a bid that is far off the average, make certain you know why the estimate is what it is. Note that asking a few vendors also may bubble up some interesting things to consider. For example, a bidder may propose a service in the response that you hadn't thought of. This concludes today's episode.